Hello everyone, it's Leo, and in this episode we're going to check out the episode titles for July from Hirogaru Sky PreCure. This is always very exciting. This is a month I'm very excited for, and I feel like July is going to focus a lot on L-chan, and we're probably going to learn a little bit more from her and her origins. I don't know. I just feel like it. We're going to talk about that. Another interesting point about July is that it's going to have 5 episodes, since it's going to have 5 Sundays, for us 5 Saturdays, and it's just going to be super exciting. So we're gonna open the month with Batamonda in episode 22, which is called Batamonda's Final Strategy. We've already talked about it before. We've known this title prior to the reveal of July. And we've also seen the preview for the episode, which is this weekend already. I'm very excited. There's all the mystery about Shalala. Is she going to return? What's going to happen to her? What is Batamonda's plan? Is it the last stand from Batamonda? Are we going to have a new villain after it? What's going to happen? I have no idea, but I'm excited. Next week, episode 23, which is July 9, is called Broken Dreams and Revived Power. I wonder if this revived power has anything to do with the mirror pad almost being fulfilled. Like there's like they just have to defeat some more Unenborgs. And if Batamonda is going to create a big plan with a lot of under energy and they defeat it in episode 22, they might fill it by episode 23 and we might have a revived power. Maybe the king and the queen. I don't know. All I know is that I'm very excited to learn what this revived power is, and most specifically the broken dreams part. We're going to get to the theories a little later in the video. Episode 24 is going to be called Morning Star, L-chan's secret. So here we have a very interesting phrase. This episode is going to air in July 16, in Japan July 15 for us, depending on where you are in the world. I mean, for me, PreCure is Saturday. In Japan, PreCure is Sunday. Depends on your time zones. So this episode has an interesting phrase which says Ichiban Boshi, which is the way that Elle's dad refers to her. Remember the first episode of the season? Before Elle was captured by Kabaton, they were celebrating Elle's birthday. And at this moment, Elle's dad says something like, Kira Kira, something Ichiban Boshi. And when we get to Crunchyroll, the translation was, My Sparkling Morning Star. So Ichiban Boshi is translated here on Crunchyroll by Morning Star. It can also mean the first star. What matters here is that this is Elle's title by her dad. So it's an important title, I think. I mean, at least emotionally to him, it's an important title. So we're going to learn something about her in this episode. Theories coming a little later. Next episode, which is episode 25, is July 23, and it's called Exciting Princess, Let's Go to the Zoo. So another episode probably focused on Elle. We're probably going to see Elle and the crew, the Hirogaru crew, going to the zoo and meeting new animals. Elle probably seeing lots of different animals for the first time. So it's just probably going to be a cool moment for Elle and the girls, and obviously Tsubasa as well. And episode 26 in July 30, the last weekend of July, obviously, is called Take Off, Feelings Connected by an Airplane. So this title doesn't say much. If we go by the airplane in the title, we might connect it to Tsubasa, who studies things that can fly, who studies things that go on air. It might be related to that. It might not be related to Tsubasa at all. It might be related to something else. We don't know. And it's interesting because earlier this year, we had a big collaboration between Hirogaru Sky PreCure and Peach, which is a Japanese airline company. And we had those beautiful Hirogaru Sky PreCure airplanes. There was even a music video that they did with the Hirogaru Sky opening. It was very nice. Obviously, I don't think it has anything to do with the title of this episode, but I just thought it was nice mentioning it. So episode 26 might be related to Tsubasa. It might be related to someone else, or it might be related to the group. It might even be related to L. We just don't actually know what this episode is going to be about. We're probably going to have episode summaries, but I don't know. Like, usually episode summaries don't have the summaries for all. Maybe like the last episode of the season of the month might not have it. It varies. But still, I feel like this is going to be an exciting month, so it's time for me to theorize now. So this weekend, we're going to have Batamonda's last plan, and I believe that Batamonda's plan is going to be related to Shalala. Shalala, in my opinion, is someone who is not in my opinion. Shalala is missing, so here's my theory. Batamonda created that big plan in episode 15, and he created the big Namborg that was going to destroy everything. And because of Shalala, the girls were able to beat that monster. But Shalala fainted after the battle, and then she went missing. So my theory is that Batamonda got her body when she was fainted, and he infused her body with under energy. So now his last resort is bringing her as a villain to fight against the girls and to fight Skyland and everything else. So she is probably going to come back as a villain who is going to be controlled by under energy, and Sora is going to have to find the motivation somewhere to fight her idol, to fight her biggest inspiration, and obviously to try and bring her back. Obviously, this is my theory. And also, and then we have episode 23, which is Broken Dreams and Revived Power. I think Broken Dreams is related to Sora's dream of being a hero, which is probably going to be shattered or broken for a little while she has to deal with the fact that she has to battle Shalala. And maybe Revived Power is when they bring Shalala back, or when they bring Elle's parents back. I don't know. I feel like it's related to one of the two. It's probably not going to be a new power, since we just had the Colorful Action Mixed Palette power with Butterfly, and I don't think they are going to bring a new attack or a new weapon this soon to this season. They're probably going to let Butterfly have the spotlight in the main attack for a little while, for a while longer. And then I feel like the most interesting one is episode 24, which is Morningstar El-chan's secret. So this episode, I believe that this episode is probably going to tell us why the Underg Empire is going after El-chan. I mean, this is what I believe can happen in this episode. I feel like the title being connected to her, to the way her father calls her, I think it means that we're gonna have something big, because her secret might not be something big. It just might be something that she's hiding from the girls. But I think it's going to be something grand, and I believe this is going to be the reason why Underg Empire is going after her power. And this is probably when we're gonna learn more about the villains. Obviously, I can be wrong on this, but I feel like it would be the perfect time for them to tell us what's actually going on with Underg Empire, because we know very little about them. And this is a conscious decision of the writers of the season. They're focusing more on the PreCure group than the villains, which is fine. But I'm very curious as well. And I love whenever we have big revelations on Hirogaru Sky. It's always very good. Like the important moments in Hirogaru Sky are so powerful, and I love them, and I feel like they're not gonna miss a beat when it comes to revealing something this big. Also, again in Theory Land and now in Spoiler Land as well, so obviously spoilers for the other mid-season cure, if you call Butterfly a mid-season cure. Spoilers for the other mid-season cure. Cure Majesty seems to be another cure that is going to join the team this season. Based on the voice that we listen in the toys, she is going to be Elle, because it's the same voice actor, or it sounds like the same voice actor. Judging by the titles, it doesn't seem Elle will grow up to become a cure. I mean, it was clear she was not going to become a cure in July, at least to me. Like, she's not in the covers in July. She's not in the covers in early August. So if she's going to become a cure, it's going to be after August, a little like maybe late August or something. I don't know. But I still think it's going to be even further than that. And the episode titles don't mention anything about like a new power for Elle or her growing up, something like mysterious happening to her. Because like girls taking her to the zoo and, people sharing Elle's secret, things like that don't point out to me that she's going to grow up or something miraculous is going to happen to her. Obviously, I can be surprised, and I love being surprised, and my theories can be wrong. But still, this is what I think. I don't think we're going to see any hints of Majesty right now. I think if we see something important lore related to Elle, is more related to the fact that her power, like they're going after her power. Why? Where does her power come from? Who is she? So I feel like it's more related to Elle, like a mythical or mystical creature or a powerful creature. I feel like if we learn something about her this month, it's more related to that, which obviously can tie to the fact that she's going to become a cure later on, and it might be the catalyst for her becoming Cure Majesty. But I think for now, it's Elle that is going to be the focus. And obviously, the group is going to be those four. I wonder if they're going to go to Skyland, because if this secret from Elle is related to the fact is related to her powers, maybe they will go to Skyland and learn something there. Or maybe Kabaton can come back and tell us, even though Kabaton might not know why they want Elle's power. I don't think he knows. I think he was just working because he needed to. And like for him, that was a work. That was a job. And there was something that he needed to do because he needed power. He needed to stay alive. He needed to be someone in Underg Empire. And we know that for Underg Empire, if you're not powerful, you are a nobody. And no one wants to be a nobody, especially Kabaton. So this is what we're going to see in July in Hirogaru Sky. I'm very excited. I hope we learn a little more from Underg Empire. But if we don't, if this secret from Elle is something a little simpler and it's something more related to her as like a baby growing up, I can understand. I trust the writers in Hirogaru Sky. So far, they've done a stellar job, in my opinion. I feel like they're really bringing their A game to PreCure, and I love it. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. What are you thinking of this episode titles? Do you have any theories as well? What do you think this secret about Elle-chan is going to be? Please leave in the comments. Let's keep talking about it. Anyways, just want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched the channel, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.